Stop.
I'm on the chopping block, man. Let's go blow for blow, bro. Let's ask the real questions, man.
4. Mom, this is my day, but I need you there. This is important for me. 3.
Take that in as a child from your mom. That's your mom.
2. This episode was more so to open eyes. 1.
Dear mama, there's no way that we could pay you back, but the plan is to show you that we understand. You are appreciated. This is the neighborhood therapist. I'm rocking with my brother Mike B as always.
Yeah.
And this is the Black Man Misunderstood podcast.
Kiko got them beats, baby.
91 shit. Advocate, hope. Lesson starts when the teacher actually ends. Now, lesson starts when the teacher actually ends. Now, lesson starts when the teacher actually ends. Now, fuck them casual trends. We going all in. Now, welcome to the growth. Keep it brief, this how it goes. Some keep it real, others keep doing the most. Some keep it real, others keep doing the most. Some keep it real, others keep doing the most.
What's up with it, bro?
Not much, bro. It's this episode's about to bring some stuff out. I don't think a lot of people understand. Well,
Yeah.
a lot of people know. I'm not gonna say understand. I'm gonna say that they know.
So this episode is completely unstructured. I talked to Mike B and I was like, yo, every episode we have a valid point. We got talking points. You know, we hit on those topics because we really put our mind to it and we think about it. I said, this episode, let's see what happens when we do it organic. So there's no notes. There's no direction. We just know the title of the episode is Dear Mama. And we will jump right into it. So, Mike, off the top of my head, I'm just going to ask you questions that I guess we don't ask each other as Black men. Whether it's just fear of, I don't know, rejection, or you just feel like, hey, that's something personal, don't ask. But how do you really feel getting to this point and not being able to tell your mom?
Dang, you cut me deep early, bro.
I'm going to really ask you questions that I know
Yo.
I really want answers to. Me personally, I want answers to, and that I know is going to help somebody else. So I got to. And you cut my ass deep last episode.
You know what? You ain't never lie. But nah, so getting to this point without Mom Dukes being in, being able to talk to her, it's been very, very hard. I don't talk about it a lot, but it's definitely been a difficult thing for me to deal with. Growing up, you know, you always think about, all right, your mom's gonna be there, your father's gonna be there, your siblings gonna be next to you, standing at the altar and whatnot. When it comes to the wedding and everything, and then it's mother son dance, and I've always, when I was little, I always like, oh, me and my mom, we're gonna get it. I'm gonna get to dance with my mom, like, and I'm not gonna have that opportunity to do it at my wedding, right? So it hurts deep. Like we already know the plan is for me to dance with Keisha at the wedding. Anybody who knows me, if when it comes time for the mother son dance at the wedding, if you are there, my sister will be dancing, which everyone would probably expect that at this point in time. But it's hard because, you know, I wanted to be mama, and big sis looking over my shoulder and making sure, like, yeah, it's my little bro, he's good, right? But here's the irony about this whole situation. So at my old church, when when we used to put on programs for Mother's Day and everything, like when I was growing up, I used to see all the older kids, the teenagers, the young adults do this dance with their mom. So before my mom died, I actually got the opportunity to dance with my mom. So having that opportunity, I reflect on it and be like, all right, I danced with my mom. I got the opportunity to dance with my mom, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm not gonna have the opportunity to ever do it again. So that everlasting memory is edged in my brain, and that's just only the wedding aspect. Like when it comes to life, my sister has been at every point in time, and my mom would have been at every single point. Like if you to go back and look at it, it's my mom actually missed every major key point in my life of big events. If you think about it, she missed all the graduations, 8th grade, high school, college. She missed my prom. She missed both my senior days, senior night in high school, my senior day in college. She missed the day I proposed. like all these major events, even the award that I got last year, she missed that. So I think I think back to it, and I'm like, mom was here, she'd have been at every single last event, standing up right next to Keisha, proud, clapping her hand, not saying, "Oh, that's my son," because my mom was a quiet soul, but she had a lot of pride in her kids. But just co-signing everything Keisha has already said or would have been saying to this day. So it's edged in my brain that my mom's not there, but I know she's watching from above. So it hurts, but I got to push through it because I'm still living, and every day on this earth, I'm trying to make her proud. So
I respect that. I'm gonna talk to 2 major points that you said. So the first thing was you said she missed all these major events. I don't agree. I feel that she missed them in regards to this realm.
Yes.
As far as, for you physically being able to touch her. I 100% believe that mom has been there in spirit. I've been to some of those events, and I get the goosebumps. I felt that. I know you felt that.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Second thing is, you said the event, the award that you won. You got to let listeners know what that award was. That award was a Man of Perseverance award. And I need you to understand, you just told us why you won that award. Everything you just said to us, you still persevere, bro. From me to you, bro. Again, it's different when it comes from me because I've been rocking with you since like Crooked Glasses, my G. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it just, I'm giving you your flowers, bro. Like I had to ask that question because it's like a fear, bro. Like I'm with you all the time, but it's like, damn, you don't just bring that up. You know what I mean? Like you can't do that. But why? My question is why? Why can't you just pull somebody to the side and ask them that type of question? Is it because we feel like it's selfish, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's just that those are just the type of questions that roam around my head.
I don't think that it's a selfish question. What I think it's a comfortability question. So it's like, do I ask one of my closest friends this deep down, we know hurts them to the core question that's going to bring out all types of different emotions, and get them into that moment. And I feel as though with your statement is that we shy away from it because we don't want to bring up all those mixed emotions, even though it's probably best for us to have that conversation because it's letting out all those emotions that either being harbored inside or not being brought out healthily. You get me?
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna hit you with another question, and then I want you to hit me with 2 questions of your own. So a real life question that I really do sit there and I ponder. Um, you got people that you personally know. I ain't gonna say no names because I can spotlight people, i.e., myself. You got people that you personally know that do not have the best relationship with their moms, but their moms are still alive. That doesn't mean that they don't rock with their moms. It's just that you actually in real time watch them get into tits with their moms. You watch them lose contact and then regain contact, then lose contact, regain contact. Now, little bro Dean said something powerful the last episode. The sibling episode.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yo, cherish your mom." Because that's, you know what I mean? That's real. But I hear him and I respect everything he's saying. But you, Mike, since you're around it nonstop, because I know in your head, you're already like, yo, dog, just these two people for sure be warm with their mom, right?
Yeah.
What are your real thoughts, bro? I'm gonna put myself on the chopping block. When I be telling you that, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm going through X, Y, and Z. What are your thoughts? Because you're like, damn, bro. What, like, is it a damn, bro? Get your shit together, or is it a, oh wow?
So I'll tell you this, because I think at this point in time, our listeners will kind of understand my way of thinking about things or the way I go about things. So nothing's ever really just black and white with me. I've always said there's a lot of gray.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's situation's a little different, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's not like the said individuals, including yourself, are going around smacking your mom upside their head.
No, of course not.
And spewing this hot fire out into the world. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're not, not dragging them, dirty laundry.
Not dragging them in the mud and like that's, I think,
regardless of what they think.
Yeah, regardless of what they think. Yeah, I definitely are not dragging your parents in the mud. Like if you guys brought up your mom, that's a deep conversation between brothers, friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna get out and go anywhere. I think to be honest with you guys, I get a little disappointed on how you guys speak on your parents sometimes. But at the same time, I do understand the emotions you guys are going through. So it's like it's a tale of two coins, and I'm like, I just can't bash them for them thinking about their mom in this way or talking about their mom in this moment. That's just how they're feeling and what they're going through. So that's how I look at you guys' relationship. But even still, like, to be honest with you guys, it's, if anything were to happen and it was an emergency, y'all drop everything to go do it for your mother. And that's a complete aspect that people miss. Families are gonna fuss and fight and not agree and disagree. But when it comes to emergencies or times we need to get together, people drop all that and get together and go help each other. And you guys do that. So you guys have no problem with me. It's just I ask those internal questions to myself, but then realize at the same time what's going on. But if you want to take it to a step further, like other people out, that when you expand my circle and I see that, it's basically like a slap in the face to me, because I've seen individuals yell at their mom, close car doors on their mom because they didn't get their way. And when I tried to, this is an example, I tried to talk to individuals about it, they completely shut off and tried to shut me out. Like, I could understand you disagreeing with your mom, but when you're doing that in public, when you're doing that in front of your close friends, when you do something that almost harms the individual, That don't sit well with me. I can't keep my mouth quiet on stuff like that. No way. Because if my mom was here, that would never happen. I'm not yelling at my mom for no. Oh, not well. Actually, no. I don't think I would ever yell at my mom because that's not me. I'm not gonna yell at my mom. No, I would never yell at my mom. And plus, my mom was such a quiet person. My mom would yell at me more than I would even think to even do that when I was younger. Like when my mom. The crazy thing is when my mom yelled and was barking at people, I sit down and shut up. There's no talking. Because my mom was that quiet soul you knew had power, but you crossed the wrong and brought out that side, you in for a rude awakening. So when I see the disrespect of a mother and you don't know all the full, but you also got to know the full context, right?
Yeah.
Or get
absolutely.
the gist. Or get the gist of what's going on. When people in my immediate circle, I understand the whole picture. So I know what's going on, but I know how they truly feel about their mother. Like, it's not like you would like you get married, you're not on talking terms. You're not inviting your mom. Your mom's coming. And you gonna at some point y'all gonna have to chalk it up and get it settled. Be like, Mom, this is my day, but I need you there. This is important for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I know any other individual in my immediate circle will do that. Like, because be frank, a lot of people. It's funny to me. A lot of people in my circle don't have a good relationship with their mom, but it's not to the point where they're not talking to their mom or drop everything to go help their mom.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's funny that you brought it up, and I actually never really thought about it until you asked that question. Like I thought about those decisions, choices, the words that you're saying about them, but I never actually thought and looked at my circle and be like, yo, why everybody talk to their mom like that? But it kind of makes sense though that I was level-headed with those situations. And
Always.
only when it gets to the crazy points that I was saying earlier, physical, yelling in public, doing it in public, in front of friends, those were the only times that I spoke out. Because what goes between you and your mother, that's for you and your mother to deal with. That ain't for the world. That ain't for the world. And I don't think people understand that. So those is to answer your questions, bro.
Okay. I'm on the chopping block, man. Let's go blow for blow, bro. Let's ask the real questions, man.
All right, real question.
Real questions, bro.
And this is a question I actually thought about for a while. So, with the situation of your household while growing up, right?
Mhm.
Your sisters alluded to it in the previous episode. Did you hold your mom as the number one issue to why there? I wouldn't say there wasn't stability in your home,
Mhm.
but for, let's just say, fluctuation of how the household structure was at home for you.
So I think there's a misconception with me. A lot of people that have been inside our home have seen the ups and the downs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But because me and my sisters are so private about our mom, because believe it or not, a lot of people don't really know the true story about, what is going on in there. And we keep it like that on purpose. So it may look how it looked to people, but honestly speaking, to us, it was always stable. Even I know that personal stories. You've seen actual things go down. You know what I'm saying? Things that are not supposed to be normal, as they say, air quotes, in homes, in a healthy household and things like that. But to us, because we are so seasoned, and I feel like we've become so comfortable being uncomfortable. It's stable to us because the stability to, and I don't want to speak for my sisters, but stability to me is the person providing, and are y'all eating, and is the person showing love? I never not saw any of that from my mom. So anything outside of that was going on around me, I always chalked it up to that this is a product of where I live, not the house, my environment. You see what I'm saying? Because the people that you see, whether it's coming to the doorstep or interacting with us, was our environment. So yes, that had a direct effect on what was happening inside the household. But for me to sit here and say, well, mama, you think you could do this better? Like, bro, I have conversations all the time with my wife, and I'm just like, yo, I don't understand. Like, I be literally thinking about like prom. Case in point, bro, prom. We shared a car with JP. We rented a car. I got this whole tux, you know what I'm saying, from down the hill. All this whole spiel. Mama paid for the actual I think you gotta pay the ticket for prom and things like that. Bro, how? Mother was barely making it. And I'm not trying to tell my mama business things like that, but like to me, I'm just like, it's so profound. I'm like, yo, this wasn't cheap. This wasn't cheap. How did she pull this off? You see what I'm saying? It's just her. She got 3 kids. How is she pulling this off? My sisters want to go on field trips. That costs money. But she pulling together money, still paying rent, still making ends meet, and got time to here's money to go to prom and things like that. Now, granted, yes, I was working, but I was working on and off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So, like I said, to me, the stability it's always been stable, because if I wasn't stable, I wouldn't have gotten this far. She always enlisted life into us. She always preached there's a better way. You need to be greater than your parents. And that's just what it is. And she was always, that's something she always stood on. She was like, I don't care what you see in this household, you will be greater than me. That was my purpose for having you. You see what I'm saying?
Yo, that's a very deep point, because now I asked that question, knowing some of the stories, not everything, of course. We don't have to tell everything to the world, but it's just, I asked that question to basically get the mindset to see, was it really Mom Dukes, or was there some other outlying factor, which you just said it was the environment, which makes total sense to me. Makes total sense to me. Hey, that happens. Sometimes you just gotta grow up where you can grow up.
Let me take it a step
realize
further.
that.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna take it a step further, man. I'm gonna jump all the way out the window on this one, and you can choose to rope me in, or you can just let me skydive into the ocean, bro.
Oh Lord. Okay, I'm listening.
It was so stable that my mother preached the fact that you need to protect women at all costs, so that anytime I would see somebody, on the street, I don't care if she knew them since childhood, if they respond to her inactively, bro, I was ready to end them. You see what I'm saying? And people listen, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Again, the laws. What is it? Laws of statute. They're gone. Okay. It's been 10 years. Okay. I'm not dry snitching either, though. But listen, there have been multiple times, because of my environment, the way I was raised, where I thought protecting my mom meant putting you in the ground because you chose to speak to her a certain type of way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But I appreciate my environment, and I also appreciate my mom for that, because that comes full circle from the teachings that she gave me, and it also came full circle from me being outside and them being like, yo, we know mamas be tripping, bro, but don't let nobody disrespect your mom. I I couldn't have. You see what I'm saying? I couldn't really
Facts.
take that in as a child from your mom. That's your mom. You're like, okay, don't let nobody harm you. Don't let nobody. Okay, mom. But when you go in the streets and you those as a kid, you looking up to those guys and the rappers and athletes and eventually the Malcolm X's and things like that. Eventually, but when you see all of that and those people are preaching, mom is the greatest. Don't violate mom. If somebody try to cross mom, you got to do X, Y, and Z. And then remember, you top that on top of the music I was listening to. You know what I mean? I became this explosive person that I was like, I wish you would say something out of pocket to my mother. Like, watch your mouth. You see what I'm saying?
The funny thing is, you still like that to this day, though.
I am, but now I got to be candid because I don't want to be a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Even though I've become this explosive person, yo, watch how you speak to my mom. Watch how you making my mom feel and stuff like that. On that, I've in a way turned around and I become that person to my mom. Now I don't speak crazy to my mom. Like I don't do it anymore. I don't have time for it. Like as a kid, I was just, man, mom, whatever, out the window. Remember, because she had the lock on the door. But you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
But now it's kind of like to get from my place of peace, for me to get to a place of peace, I'm like, I can't respond to certain. And in a way, I kind of feel like I'm part of you get to little moments where you feel like you're a part of the reason why your parents feel a type of way and things like that. And we don't know for sure unless we ask. But like the shit gets real, bro. We don't talk about the dynamic of the black man and the single mom. Especially if you're the only son.
Facts.
It's different, bro. The dynamic is different because as the only son, I feel like it's my duty to protect my mom. Even though I got a whole wife at home. You're supposed to leave your mom and cling to your wife. But there's still moments where I just be like, yo, y'all got me fucked up. Like, y'all know it's nothing for me to take a flight and beat your motherfucking ass, right? Watch how you speaking to my mother. Like, I'm still like that, bro. But I have to be careful. People gotta understand. Once you hit a certain age, your mom is grown. And you should always protect your mom. You should always be there for your mom. But our moms got to make decisions for themselves. And you got to allow them to do that. You are not their father. That's something my mom used to always do. Boy, you're not my father. I'm like, all right, I hear you. And people don't understand. My mother is full-blooded Guyanese. Like, you'll never know that because she's so Americanized. But my mother is like full-blooded. It comes out. And I just, it's not that I'm trying to be her father. It's like I'm your son. I'm not tolerating disrespect, but then how can you say I'm not tolerating disrespect when there's certain things you do as a son that can be viewed as disrespectful? So, bro, it's really a mental health thing, man. People, I'm trying to tell people, bro, go seek therapy, bro. That's for everybody, fam, because there's things we don't think about that, man. That's an unconscious thing. That's something I had to learn along the process.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Whew. That first question for me is a doozy.
Come on, man. Hit me with it, man.
Oh, man. All right. So, wow. That question, that makes a whole lot of sense. And so, and you said a couple of things there about protecting your mom. That is a code in the hood that I think is now changing.
It's weird, right?
Right?
It's weird.
Because we knew Mom Dukes was off limits, right? Or when people try to come check your mother was already, I'm talking about this is anybody's mother in the hood at this point. Your mom was already ready to like.
We just getting started. Make sure you
He
head
lives
over
here,
to
but
the
you ain't coming in
BM
his house right
Patreon
now.
to finish the rest of the episode. It
Uh-huh.
gets
And I
deeper.
feel
Yeah,
like
talk that shit, bro.
I feel like this new generation lost that respect